As of this morning, the latest moco update has landed inside of the game, and it's my job today to take you through all of the changes and what we could expect from the new season. That's right, it's season 2 inside of moco, and it definitely has come with some changes. We're going to start out right here with our profiles, and first of all, you're going to be able to get yourself 3 new metrics. That's the word on the street throughout this season. In addition to that, you'll notice that your levels have been reset back to level 1, but your career level will be at level 76 or whatever level you were at before. For me, I ended at level 70. I've earned 6 levels so far today with the brand new season, so my total career level is 76. I think that makes sense. Now, we also have a new Elite Hunter path as well. This time around, the Elite Hunter path is a lot longer, and we have a bunch of our cores in there as well. A bunch of merch stuff, bunch of these badges. You know how this works. It works exactly the same as it did from the last season. This time, it's just a bit longer, and yeah, that's really it. When we come on over to the shop, we'll notice there are 3 new premium passes: the Squid Blades pass, the Singularity pass, and the Wolf Stick pass. And you could understand exactly why those passes are there. That's because we have 3 new weapons inside of the game as of today that we're going to get into in just a moment. But these passes unlock additional cosmetics for you, for your ride. It gives you a new ride and a weapon cosmetic for the weapon that the premium pass is for. So you have that for Squid Blades for $9. You have this one for Singularity for $7, and you have this one for $11 for the Wolf Stick. You also have yourself some new merch drops as well. You got the Moco Sports. This one dropped back inside of the game again. You have the Venom Bow Faded Beauty. Yeah, that one's here also, which is cool. You know, again, that moco, they only monetize their game through cosmetics. So there's always going to be new cosmetics passages, things that you can buy. All that being said, you notice this code ECHO right here. When you go all the way down to Mogold packs and slide on over, you can throw in code ECHO. You can put this inside of any Supercell game. And what this does is it directly supports me here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much. Anytime that you buy something inside of any Supercell game, it directly supports me, and I appreciate you guys for that. And the cool thing is, inside of moco, it also adds you to my Code Echo chat. Yeah, only for people that use Code Echo. It's pretty cool. Now, before we get into the new weapons for the season, I actually want to dive into the portal and analyze what's going on over here. It seems that within the portal, things have been cleaned up a bit. There's a bit less going on. Notice we have 1 normal expedition. Also, let's keep in mind something right here. I want to share. I logged into moco this morning upon the launch, and about 45 minutes into playing, I completed everything that the launch had to offer. This is good, and this is bad. It depends on what kind of player you are and what you're looking to do inside of the game. But as you can see right now, the expeditions, they reset daily, and they're not stacking right now. In 19 hours and 5 minutes, that's when the next day begins, we're gonna get another expedition, which this was our primary expedition. I'll get into this battle in a moment. And then we had a special expedition where we had to kill 5 bells, and then a big mega bell would spawn. Once you get the first big mega bell, that one's done. So really, one big farming area for XP. We had 1 boss fight, which I believe I beat in my first time around. And then we got the elite contracts, which I completed pretty quickly. One of them on the first shot, the other one on the second shot, I believe it was. Notice there are other upcoming rifts not yet available. So you'll also notice that the weapon training is empty. Moco has said, Supercell has put out the announcement that weapon training missions will be there in 7 days. Now keep in mind, you don't have your new weapons right away, but there's literally nothing there. So when you come into the portal, there is quite a bit less than we've seen in the past. There's not a ton to do inside of the portal, and as I mentioned, it took me approximately 45 minutes to complete everything. Nothing has changed with the cores, and I wasn't given any bonus cores or anything because nothing can get upgraded. Nothing new from the wardrobe dropped upon logging in, so nothing new here either. But the weapons, yes, all of the weapons. First of all, I've unlocked all the weapons from the first season. I pushed myself to level 70 and then kind of realized there's no reason for me. There was nothing driving me to push any further than level 70. So I kind of fell off the game until today with season 2. Now we have the opportunity to unlock Squid Blades, which is the one that I'm trying to unlock as of right now. It's my first. You have Wolf Stick, which has been completely reworked. And you have Singularity, which is a 5 complexity. It's one of the more difficult to use items inside, or I should say weapons inside of moco. What I recommend that you guys do is try out all of the weapons before you try to unlock them. It's going to give you an idea of how it works. And you'll notice that Singularity is a difficult one to use. It's one of the more complex weapons inside of the game. So come on over to the dojo, mess around with it a little bit, or over there to the fighting ground, and see if it's what you like. I personally went with Squid Blades as my first weapon track to unlock. Upon logging into the game, you're going to be prompted to choose a weapon to unlock. You don't need to make that choice at that moment. Again, I recommend you go try them out, see what fits your play style. If you're a big moco player, of course, you'll unlock all of them, but you're going to want the ones that maybe you'll use more often first. For me, that's Squid Blades. I'll probably then go with the Wolf Stick. Honestly, I probably will use the Wolf Stick more than I use Squid Blades, and then I will personally go for Singularity myself. But notice, there are no more gotcha weapons. Remember, we were opening chests as we progressed in the past. That's how we were able to unlock the Zapsicle, and that was how we were able to unlock the Venom Bow. There is no gotcha mechanic now. So unless if you haven't unlocked them from season 1, the 2 gotcha weapons, the Poison Bow and the Zapsicle, or the Venom Bow, I should say, there's nothing there for you to open. So let's take a look right here. Look at these perks. Notice, we now, from the perk system, can unlock any of the weapons that you possibly didn't get from season 1. So now it's not only the Venom Bow and the Zapsicle, but you can, through the perk system, unlock the Toothpick and Shield, I forget the new name, the Techno Fists, and the Vibe Shifter, Mogold, merch credits, and cores. So I like that they put this in here. I like that they added previous season weapons to the perk system. It actually gives us a little bit more excitement for unlocking perks, or at least people that maybe didn't play a lot of season 1, it gives them the ability to unlock them through the perk system. So this perk system, my assumption is that is going to grow increasingly large as seasons go on. And for someone that maybe plays moco for the first time in season 3, when they go to the perk system, it's not only going to have 2 weapons like we had in season 1, it's not going to have 5 weapons like we have in season 2, it's going to have 8 weapons, because it's going to include the 3 weapons that are from this season that are unlockable through the paths, then will be a part of the perk system. This is a great way to be able to get new people into the game, to still be able to unlock some of the other weapons, which essentially, let's be honest guys, weapons are not just weapons, they're entire classes, because without the weapon, which is completely pre-built out for you, you have whatever weapon you choose drastically changes your play style. So if you're playing as a Venom Bow, you're going to be a long distance, high damage type fighter. If you're using the Toothpick and Shield or the Lava Shield, then you're going to be an up close and personal tank. So you're really not only changing your weapon, but completely how your class works. I think that this perk reward system is very good, but for players like myself who already unlocked everything, the perks as we get to them, they're just not that exciting. Now, Supercell has also stated that it's going to take longer to get through your weapon sprints, that the weapons in season 1 unlocked way too quickly. I'll tell you what, it was quite rewarding how quickly they were being upgraded, or unlocked, I should say, but after about a week, it was like, okay, I've unlocked everything, probably even less than a week. I've unlocked everything, there's 3 more weeks left in the season. Perks were not really offering me much anymore, except for they were, because it took me forever, level 62, to actually get the Venom Bow. But point is, they're elongating the time that it takes to get through all of these all of the weapon sprints. Notice it goes to level 21 now, which is a lot longer than it was previously. So we're not going to be unlocking all of the weapons inside of the game as quickly as we did in season 1. This is an attempt by Supercell to try to extend gameplay throughout the season. Now, do I agree with this? Do I think this is great? I'm not really sure. I honestly think there's probably a better way to get people to want to continuously play the game versus having to add more grind for them to unlock the weapons, but that's for another video. Now, I don't feel the need to come on in here and break down all of the weapons for you. I'll just tell you that Squid Blades is going to be an invisible style up close and personal melee weapon. You have the wolf stick, which is going to spawn a wolf that's going to fight alongside of you and do a whole bunch of other cool things. Definitely reworked from the old version of Moco. Very different than you know from before. And then Singularity is like Techno Fists and how they look and how it's ranged, but how it actually functions is very, very much different. I prefer Techno Fists. Some of you that like more difficult, complex weapons may like Singularity. I'm not going to go through all of the skills and what they do because you guys can just log into the game and read them yourself. Do I think that the start of Season 2 is a bang? I don't know. I feel like if I was live streaming this event 45 minutes in, I would have been done with all the content and just kind of grinding through the open world running mobs. It seems that when we come on into the portal, there is less to do this season than there was in the previous season, but I'll probably hook up with another content creator in a week or two and have our discussion, our complete review of the entire Season 2 of Moco. Download the game if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you happy with the changes from Season 2? And most importantly, what's your favorite weapon?